Hi, Mom. Yeah, no, can you pick up Chris after school? Yeah, I'm at the doctor's.
Mrs. Harris?
Describe your symptoms.
Hang on. Stress, headaches, nausea. Well, I work on Saturdays.
And how long has this been?
Equanimity. Balance your lifestyle.
Hi, Val.
Well, hi, Peter Schaffer. Thanks for joining me here live in Dallas, Texas on the Velder Beebe Show.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm with my co-star of episode 1, Gavin Schaffer here.
Yeah, I heard you brought guests. I love it when guests bring guests. Hi, Gavin.
Hi.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Tell me about, Peter, we'll start with you. Tell me about the agent, and then I'm going to ask Gavin about his part in the agent.
Well, Val, first of all, thanks for having us on your show. The Agents is a series that's going to be on the Esquire Network every Tuesday for the next 10 weeks. And they follow 4 agents around the country as we work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, helping NFL players get drafted and, of course, managing their careers. And, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of fun. It's very rewarding. And the series is going to show all of that.
I think this is going to be a little bit exciting. If I'm correct, this kind of like the movie Moneyball, and I'm not trying to make a comparison, but, showing us a different side of sports.
Really what you see in, Moneyball or, Ballers or Entourage or, Jerry Maguire is sort of the last 5% of what we do. This is going to show not only that 5%, but the 95% of the heavy lifting that goes on behind the scenes. And the Esquire Network has done a great job of, really going through and showing not just how hard we work, and, my son Gavin's sitting next to me here, but, our lives every day. And, Gavin's in the first series where, he's playing hockey, the first episode, and he's playing hockey, and I'm there at his practice, and, we're recruiting and talking and working through his practice, but it's the best part of my day to watch him practice.
Well, let me ask Gavin. Gavin, you were in The Agent, correct?
Yes.
All right, then. Tell me a little bit about your part.
Well, it's more just me. Well, like, he's following me around because they're following us around to see what we do, like, when we're not recruiting also. So, and I'm part of that because I'm going to hockey and stuff, and he's taking me, and they're following us around and stuff like that.
They had cameras on him all the time, too. It was a little nervous at times.
No, not really, but...
What are we going to learn about the agent, and then also, too, parents letting their kids find the spotlight? What are we going to learn?
Oh, I think you're going to learn that behind every athlete, there's hardworking people that are supporting their careers, and and what we do and the skill sets required to be successful in the agent business. And everybody just sees us on Sundays, celebrating victories, but there's a lot of work that goes into helping the players' careers and on a daily basis, from the recruiting to the preparations for the combine, the pro days, the draft, the success, the agony of defeat, all that stuff. And it's going to be all right there, right out in front of you. And, when you have 2 cameras following you around for 8 months, it's hard to hide anything, right, Gavin?
Say that 4 times fast.
I couldn't even say it 1 time fast.
Well, I've watched this show on BET called The Game. And for me, The Game was the first one to reveal how the agent came in and had to do PR and how it had to do damage control. Is that what we're going to also see on The Agent?
Well, I think, Valder, you're going to see the successes and the failures. You're going to see how hard the agents work, really. Sort of ironic. I'm sitting here in front of the camera now when 99% of the time we're behind the scenes making sure the players look good on camera. So it's a little uncomfortable for me, a little bit of a role reversal. But, you're going to see all that. And to make sure that the players look at their best and succeed is our job. And, for them to, really be great people on and off the field.
So let me ask you this final question I'll ask you. To me, the agent is basically like somebody comes in and almost manages your life for you because from what I've seen, the agent has to tell people what's right, what's wrong, what's not, what's good. That's going to hurt your career. Do you see the agent in that aspect?
Well, I think that's part of it. It's not just managing someone's lives. We look at it like, how do we make players' lives better? How do we make them better people on and off the field? How do we make them better athletes or help them make themselves better athletes off the field? It's not just the agent that has that effect. You know, we work with Adam Jones, for example, the Bengals. There's a lot of other people involved, like in Adam's case, his beautiful wife, his kids, the Cincinnati Bengals, Marvin Lewis. You know, there's a lot of people involved to help transform athletes from, you know, where they were at 21 to, you know, successful husbands, players, fathers like Adam when he's 30 years old. It's fascinating to watch, and it's great to be part of. And, you know, what we try to do in my company that we own is to make sure everybody feel like it's part of the family. And that's why it's important for me to have my family with me in the show and doing this broadcast with you, Valder.
Well, I want to thank you for bringing Gavin. Thank you, Gavin, for being my guest today. And when do you want us to watch The Agent? And we know on the Esquire Network, when do you want us to watch?
It's 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central Time every Tuesday.
For 10 weeks?
For how many weeks?
10 weeks.
10 weeks. How about that?
All right. Gavin's a pro already. Hey, you might want to let him do his own interview next time.
It certainly would help the ratings to have a lot more of him on TV than me. That's for sure.
Well, I want to thank you both for coming on the Valder Beebe Show and talk about The Agent. I think it's going to be really interesting. So, Peter Schaffer and Gavin, thank you so much for being my guest today on the Valder Beebe Show. I will be watching.
Thank you very much for having us. It was a pleasure.
It's my joy. Thank you. Bye, Gavin.
Bye.